everybody, and welcome to another episode of Boundless. I'm Citizens with EXEdotCute Gaming, and wanted to kind of build a new guild hall for our guild on Boundless because there is 12 helixes, and what helixes do is they allow a guild-wide buff to certain aspects of the game for anyone who's in the guild. Now these helixes are pretty hoggy with the room, and we needed someplace large enough to house all of them together. So I am taking on that task. I was just volunteered to do that by the guild some months ago, and I stepped away from the game for a little while due to real life stuff going on and job changes and whatnot, and now that I'm back and I have the time to dedicate to doing it, this is the start of it. And I will be recording this at high speed as I continue to work on this. So unfortunately it's not going to be me talking, or it's fortunately, depends on if you like hearing my voice or not. But it'll allow me to film this over a span of time that it's going to take to do this. But just a quick little view here. That is post office, my Elven house, Adam's family house, Little Nopi's areas. It was the only place on the edge of town that I could really get a good space, and I've opted to do a 10 by 10. And quick little bit here, those diamond gem blocks will be getting replaced with sapphire. I thought they were sapphire because I tried to put them up in the middle of the night, and apparently the azure gleam made them look blue, so not what I intended. Alright, that's one of the helix setups, and you'll see how I do it. If you have any ideas or suggestions or anything, you know, you're always welcome to throw a comment down below, but if you want to know how I do it and what tools I'm using, you will see them in my hand, and I'll make sure they're not blocked by my watermark. And I kind of did a tutorial, I guess, with the last build that I did, so you can kind of see what each one does. But those are the coils for the helix. That is the helix itself. Everything's kind of accessible for repair purposes and activation purposes, but also done in a way that it looks really nice. You can see I've already started the clear out process. Most of that will actually be done off camera because you guys really don't want to sit there and see me just clearing land. That's what it looks like without the helix in it. Kind of see I'm doing the chisel method that I've done before just to kind of clean up the block. Yeah. So we will be doing all of that stuff at high speeds. So let's get to it.
empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, oh When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clean my throat. Don't be rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. coming. I could seat you by the fire. Listen, listen. There's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light. And it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer as you look into my eyes. Nothing but a sinner. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away.
We are finally done. It's a little froggy, sorry. And this is the guild hall. This is what it looks like on the outside. Let's do a little tour of the outside real fast. So I built a cute little sitting area. I may add like a bonfire or something here later, but for now I think this suits. I used little bits of gleam with the lattice chisel and broke it down to its core part, and then used an iron chisel to make it into a little diamond shape to kind of mimic fireflies. And then this wonderful water fountain feature with hidden blue gleam at the top, like the azure on the edges of the building. And we used white at the base of it to give it a multicolored hue. Alright. We got our little tower here. Some crates. Decorative vase. Goes up. I don't know why these doors are open. This is the top of the water fountain. Like, I wouldn't say water fountain, but like the water feature. And then all the way at the top, sitting area for a guard overlooking the city. Okay. Go back outside. Eventually I'll automate all these doors. They auto close behind you. Here's a back courtyard, which is a little farming area. Slowly but surely I'll flesh this out with more crops. They are viable. They're meant to give seeds so that any of our new guild mates that want to start a farm, hopefully we'll have a nice little reserve of seeds built up over time that we can give them a few of these to get them started. I may rotate them out from time to time to build up the supplies, and I'll put a crate in here for the executives of the guild to be able to offer those to them, and that's just where they'll be stashed. And then some starberries. Then of course, like, the back is just a straight shot over to the other side. A retainer wall so that it doesn't look so harsh. Alright. Scooch over to the other side, show you what we got over there. before we go inside. So I finished out the road here and did a ramp going up because I'm actually going to be moving my personal farm over here so I can expand and make it much larger for the shop that I'm building. If you want to see what that shop is like, just pop over to my Twitch channel. I've been doing it live. I will eventually edit the footage myself and put it up here as well, but this will at least give you an idea of why I'm having to expand so large. The old farm that you saw me build here on YouTube is going to get turned into just kind of like a park. The tree will be staying, but the rest of the area will just kind of be, you know, just nature, just so people can kind of chill over there. I can't give up that area because underneath it is my expanded workshop, so that has to stay. So here's a fountain that the one of me kind of brainstormed and put together. Inside of it is the guild mentor, and it's fully powered. In case you're ever wanting to know, water does not stop the coils from connecting to the device. So you are most likely going to be able to get it set up for full power and still make it look really pretty. So there's that. And then we did a row of trees to simulate other structures in the town so that we keep the overall aesthetic going. Alright, let's go in through the front door. Now I'm doing this at night on purpose because there's some light features I want you guys to see. Like those. So when I built up the core of it, it was super dark up there. So I went ahead and put some little fireflies or stars in there. And I used a couple of different varieties of light colors. You can see some of the yellow hue up there and a little bit of blue. I thought it was a neat way to light that up. And we've got all of our helixes for the guild present as well. All 12. You can see I put some clutter around, including little crates here and there, seating areas, and then a proper greeting. On this level, you'll see the columns are expanded up. If for any reason the developers create more helixes, the helix will be able to go where the blue gleam is located. Alright. And then further down here is the catwalk over to the tower. You see back there. And then we'll go back down so you can see it from the bottom and work our way up. So here's the portal room. And what we ended up doing is creating token holders for guild members. New guild members, once you've been granted access to this, to access storage and stuff in the guild hall, you will be able to get tokens for different areas that guildmates think have value. Once you learn them, we really ask that you make another one and replace it. That way we never run out. But we labeled it based on T level, or tier level, or difficulty, however you want to call it. And there's every planet right now. So if you find something really cool and you want to put one in here, go right ahead. But this is what we got so far. Oops, that didn't show up. There you go. And then of course, like the guidelines for using the room. We also put a list of known farms, like farming networks. I know there's one in Fireborn, but I'm not sure where or what its name is. That was something that the one added to it. But I do know about the other ones. And then there's a portal going to the town center. See? Notice that we don't have the Ultima anymore? That's because Ultima moved their main gateway over to us. It's right down the road from our hub, and the road is actually listed as Ultima Way, as you can see right there. Alright, back to the guild hall. And then the guild office. Now what I did here is I just laid down the modular gleam signs and then put the poles and beams underneath it to create this table. And I've got a list of different ranks within the guild, including all of our other members. And then our current guild goals, which right now there isn't much of anything. There's a few of us on it, but it's most of the executive members and a few of our other members that are active. Like, we just got a Drogo, Jacob Hoffer, and I think Quicksilver and Sixie are our newest. And I know I've seen Sixie around. I haven't seen much in the way of the other ones. Except for maybe Jacob. I think he's popped on here and there. But anyway, so if you choose to join us, our guild book is right here. And if you need any help, just find somebody from this list right here. And we will be more than glad to help you get settled in. Alright. So down this way, stairs going up to the second floor. This goes out to the courtyard with the fountain. And this direction goes to the armory. Now it is locked because we do plan on putting storage here for like starter equipment to compile it as a guild for anyone who might need like base materials such as starter iron, tools, basic permanent gleams, wood, dirt, you know, base stone. Just a place to kind of store extra materials that our new guild mates and new members to the game might need to get going. And because of that, we also built these. This is the dormitory. If you join our guild and you don't want to pick a slot yet for building because you're still not sure quite what you want to build, you can be given access to one of these rooms. Now each room is outfitted with a furnace, iron furnace, a display shelf, a fairly reasonable large storage, and a basic crafting table. And then just some decorative stuff just to make it kind of look cool. Now, each of them have advanced locks. And what these locks allow is me and DeJuan will have access to the rooms. Now, we will not take advantage of this. What this allows us to do is drop off materials for you when you first get the room, such as base iron, tools, and food. Things of that nature. And it will also allow the door to lock. That way, no one else can access the room but you. Well, and us, but we won't. We've got our own stuff going on. And your name will be added to the top of the door. That way, everyone knows that's your room, and if the door for some reason is open, which it shouldn't be once I get done automating it, that what's in there is your things, and they are not supposed to touch it. So, but for now, I'm leaving all the doors open so you can kind of decide which room you want to take if you choose to join us. But yeah, this is like a neat little way to get people settled in to their new home area in the guild without having to commit to a build that you're not ready to do. Alright. And then there's this really cute little balcony that you can kind of look out over down at the end of the hall. So, that is the guild hall. I'm glad you guys came and went on this little adventure with me. It was a very, very long adventure. It's taken me well over a month to build and film this. I edited so much of the build out just because I knew it was going to be a very, very long and extended process. And the results, I feel, are pretty amazing. So if you got any questions on how I did something that was done off camera, just put a comment below and I'll be more than glad to answer. If you have suggestions of how to do something that I kind of fudged or looks a little off, you know, also go ahead and put it down in the comment section. Just keep it polite. I don't like being talked to like I'm an idiot. I don't think anybody does. So, yeah. I hope you had a good time, and I will definitely see you guys next time.